Hey folks, we're going to be unboxing the Podtrak P8 from Zoom in this video. Alright, so we have it here in the box. Let me go ahead and quickly show you the Amazon ad. At the time of purchase, this was $500 or so, and it does a lot of great things. So you've probably seen the Rodecaster Pro, which is $100 more expensive than this particular device. And so these two are going head to head for your podcasting needs, essentially. And so I'm not a podcaster, so why did I buy this device? Well, initially I got it so that I can use it in a live environment. So I do live events and live streaming. And so I was going to use this for that purpose. However, I found out there was a L8, which is similar to the Podtrak 8. So I'm going to also be doing a head-to-head between the L8 and the P8, and you'll see in that other video which one of the two I decide to go with for my live streaming needs. This is perfect for podcasting and is designed around that. For live streaming, I need a little bit different set of needs, and we'll see which one actually wins at the end of the day. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and do some unboxing. All right, so you'll see it does come in this cardboard box here. This one is kind of beat up. There's a little thing here and some scuffs on it, but that's okay. These boxes tend to protect these devices pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the bottom here. All right, first thing you'll see, we do have some instructions and that kind of stuff here. It tells you what's included, which is the quick start guide, AC adapter, and the P8 itself. We have the instruction manual, we have it in Spanish, and we have some setup guides. So feel free to look through those if you're an instruction kind of person to figure all that out. This comes in multiple languages here, and some warnings and safety stuff that you should also read through. Warranty stuff, that's also here, and then how to recycle this when you're done using it. So that's all the paperwork side of it. I'm gonna actually put this right back where I found it. We have the power adapter here, which is an AD14A/D. What an interesting name. So I'll have that power adapter there. And then I'm gonna pull off this cardboard, and there it is. Here's the P8. I'm gonna set the box to the side here, pull this bad boy out of the box. So we'll see the 6 XLR inputs. These can be either mic or phantom powered, so you can actually select those there. And the channel that I'm actually on right now is the 6th channel, which can be used as a USB. So if you have it plugged in the computer, you can have the USB sounds coming back into this device and have its own set level, or you can do a phone call. They have a Bluetooth accessory, which is the BTA2, or you can plug the TRRS connection right into this port right here. So working our way down, we do have some sound pads, so you can do like laugh tracks and that kind of stuff you can have by a press of the button, and these tactile buttons are cool. Then we have our traditional faders, which are down here at the bottom, and our touch LCD screen with a screen protector, which I'm gonna leave on for this one. We have our mute buttons, our on air or record buttons, which are these sets there. And working our way down here, we have our main out, or left and right out. We have 6 individual headphone outs. Now, the only thing about this one is you can't do an individual mix from my understanding. So it's an all-in-one mix, just the master mix out to these headphones. But the good thing is each one is color coded so that you can have your own output level separate from that. You can also do USB out, which is a 2-in, 2-out setup, I believe. I'll put that on the screen if it's different. You can stop and start recording pretty easily. You can mark stuff if you are in the middle of a podcast and you want to come back to that moment. You can mark something, and you can also play these back once you've recorded. So checking out the side, there's no inputs or anything on the right side. On the back, there's a power button, DC in, USB, and then SD card slot. You also have a locking port here, which you can make sure nobody walks away with this device. And then on the left side, there is nothing as well. So on the back, you have 4 AA batteries, which would go into this slot here. And that's pretty much it. This device is made out of plastic all the way around, even though it made it look like it's metal, it's all plastic. The faders they have some resistance, but it's not a crazy amount. And honestly, they don't feel super expensive, but they don't feel crazy cheap either. So it's kind of an in-between. So let's go ahead and power this bad boy up. Now keep in mind, this can be powered over USB, but for my purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and use the DC adapter. So we're gonna flip the power switch right on top, and you'll see it power up here. Nice colorful light up in the beginning. It's kind of cool. First thing we're gonna do is set the time and date. Let's see if it's touchscreen. It is. Wow, cool. I'm gonna choose English as my language. I'll hit enter, And noise reduction. Would you like noise reduction? Which is basically auto mixing. So it's going to decrease the background noise by automatically turning down the volume of silent mics. We're going to go ahead and hit enter there. Keep track files off original data or with tone and compression. So save all files unaffected to the fader positions or with them. For me, it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll do it with tone and compression. I'll hit enter and now we're in. So we can plug in microphones and that kind of stuff up here. For my purposes today, I'm going to skip that since we're just doing a quick overview. So I could select individual channels just by clicking on this down here to go in and do limiter, low cut. We can adjust the tone of the voice and add compressor and de-esser there as well. We can also go to our effects and change how these are set up or laid out. And then for our phone, we have a basic EQ with treble and bass sliders as well in that section. So like it said before, we can adjust the noise reduction or the auto mix by turning that on and off just by the on air selection. And then how it records the files we're gonna do with tone and compression settings built in. If I click on power, it allows me to choose what kind of battery I have, and then the tablet mode, which will allow it to be powered over USB, and then the LCD brightness. By default, it's all the way up. That's okay. So I don't have an SD card or that would light up there. And then we also have our time and date settings in this selection there. So far, pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple to set up. So who is this tailored at? Again, it's podcasters or people who don't have a huge audio library in their mind. They don't know all the components and different things that go into an audio mix. So it's a very simple setup. And to have all the features of a high-end mixer built into a compact device like this is pretty cool. So I do have some audio background. I do know a little bit about that kind of stuff. So the L8 might be more attractive to me, but again, we'll figure that out once we kind of compare the two head to head. Cool. So that's going to be it for this unboxing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.